On this episode, we are recapping the year.
What are our highs and lows?
And who's our picks for Baxter's Awards 2024?
So, ihanda na ang mga trophy. Award lahat yan. Sorry.
Award.
Alam mo, may trophy.
Mm.
Get ready
For a gay time.
with Bex Friends Mel.
And Jonah.
Welcome to the Bexters Podcast.
Ano na, Bex?
Ano na?
Catch-up sesh na!
Join lalo ng Chumika-labong.
At magbakleen, detechwara sa
Baxters.
Tamel.
And Jonah Show.
Yes.
Oh my God, after Halloween, ang huli nating,
Pagkikita
mm-mm.
in person.
Hindi, nagduwali pa ba tayo? Pero oo, yun din yung huli nating
Oo. Yung talagang
face-to-face na episode.
Oo, nawala si Chang Ami. Charay.
Napalitan ni Mom si Carls.
Ay, ganun ba?
Mm-mm.
Pangit na yung episode. Charay. Ayan, Happy New Year mga
Correct.
bets.
Happy New Year.
Yes, another putukan at literal magpuputukan na.
Oo, konti na lang.
Oo, parang 2 weeks na lang, no? Bagong taon, bagong buhay.
Bagong poto.
Correct. Pero maghihintay pa tayo ng bagong taon para magbago, Ems.
Pwede
Diba?
naman ngayon na. Tsare.
Oo, di ba? Huwag na natin hihintayin.
Mm-mm.
At syempre gusto namin magpasalamat again sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta sa Baxters
Mm-mm.
from the beginning of the show at syempre dun sa mga nag-support sa atin from last week episode.
Correct. At
Ayan.
saka syempre, thank you again. Ulitin natin yung thank you natin dun sa mga Spotify Wrapped 2024 na mga nag-share ng kanilang na nasa top podcasts nila tayo. Thank you so
Oo, kahit
much.
maliit lang po ang Baxter fam, na-appreciate po namin kayo dahil nagbibigay kayo ng oras para pakinggan kami. Kung meron man kayo nakukuha, thank you. Kung wala, thank you din. Kung napapasaya namin kayo, maraming salamat sa inyo. And of course, thank you sa ating tawag nito, mga supporters abroad from the USA, from Canada, from Dubai, ano pa ba, from Europe, ayan, from Australia. Hindi na po namin kayo maisa-isa, pero kilalang kilala nyo na kayo tuwing may episode tayo, lagi natin silang nababanggit and maraming salamat talaga. Kasi kung wala kayo, hindi namin maitutuloy ang mga episodes.
Correct.
Oo. Kasi minsan na pinag-iisipan ko, tuloy pa ba natin? Kaya lang naisip namin, may mga naghihintay sa episode ng Baxters, di ba? Kahit sabi mong konti, parang iba pa din pag merong nag-aabang.
True. Thank you.
At
Ayan.
dahil dyan, i-ano naman nila sana tayo. Support din na tayo sa
Opo,
YouTube.
correct. Follow, ganyan. And 1 week na lang, Pasko na. Kamusta kayo mga Bex? Handa na ba ang mga
Diyos ko, alam mo, ramdam na ramdam ko na talaga malapit na magpasko kasi nga traffic. Pero in a different way kasi yung weather ang pangit.
Oo, true. Parang hindi mo ramdam yung lamig the usual lamig pag December, pero ramdam mo siya sa traffic, no? Parang okay nung yung kahit saan, traffic,
Oo.
fair.
Alam mo yung dati kong 7 minutes na biyahe or 11 minutes from here going to office, naging 45 minutes. Para ako naggaling Taytay going to BGC, ganun ang atake mga Bex. And gusto ko lang din magpasalamat, special shout out dun sa nagregalo sa akin ng webcam na ito, ng aming live streaming na ginagamit sa ngayon na napakaganda talaga. Thank you, Genesis!
Think.
At syempre, abangan nila ang season 3.
Oo, true. Lagay natin dito yung pasawag natin kineme.
Ay, gusto ko. Ay, sige, pagurin mo sarili mo sa pag-edit.
Ayan, syempre bago saan pa tayo mapunta, tayo na agad magbaklita.
Ang mga balitang
Bakla.
bakla.
Okay, go. Ito na mainit-init pa. Actually, medyo lumamig na siya.
Totoo ba?
Hindi, kasi siguro mga a week ago nung lumabas yung issue about Jay-Z na nasangkot na nga siya sa isa sa mga kaso kay Diddy. Parang sinabi na nung girl na Jay-Z inassault nila yung 13-year-old girl nung year 2000 and kasama nga si JC, si
Mm.
JC, si Didi, and someone else. Pero kasi anong nangyari, parang ang final ng lawyer, nung girl, is a civil lawsuit instead of a criminal case.
Mm.
So parang nung na-receive yun ni JC, parang inano niya agad, kinounter niya agad na sabi, bakit civil lawsuit ito at hindi criminal? Kung totoo yung mga chika niyong yan, hinahamon ko kayong kasuhan niyo ako ng criminal charge. Kasi essentially crime to. Apparently, kaya civil lawsuit yung kinaso sa kanila kasi the way to go about it is magsisettle sila quietly, pabayaran nila yung victim para tapos magsasarado na yung kaso tapos hindi malalaman ng public. Pero JC went the different way. Siya mismo yung nagbulgar nung gano'n. No? Parang ang nangyayari parang blackmail nga siya. No? Kasi gusto nga, ibig sabihin meron mga ibang nireklamo na nagsettle quietly. So hindi nalaman ng public kung sino tong mga celebrities na to na nasangkot na. Kasi nga nagsettle na sila quietly. Pero si Jay-Z parang nilabanan niya na hindi ko kayo babayaran kasi hindi totoo yung sinasabi niya. And then after a week, the victim spoke out on different news platforms na sinabi niya na nagkamali siya with um, parang sinabi niya it's been 24 years since that, so may inconsistencies talaga with her statements. So parang sinabi niya um, she stands by about Didi pero yung kay Jay-Z parang inurong niya. Kasi parang impossible din kasi nga apparently nangyari itong event na to is nung VMAs to year 2000. And Jay-Z was not no wala siya nowhere near kung saan yung VMAs nung year na yun. Parang ganun. So parang impossible. Tapos parang may details pa doon na sinabi na naalala niya hinatid sundo siya nung tatay niya kung saan nangyari yung assault. Pero sabi nung tatay niya, hindi niya natatandaan and yung bahay nila was 5 hours away from dun sa location. So parang imposible na hatid sundo 10 hours.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So yun. So yun nga. So ngayon, wala. Tapos na yung kaso ni Jason. Parang, ako natapangan ako. Hindi dahil sa, kasi hindi man ako kanina ni Jay-Z eh. Siyempre fan ako ni B. Pero, like, if kung totoo man, edi F them. Pero, kasi, di ba, actually, sinabi din nila, apparently, yung lawyer na yun, na siya yung nagre-represent dun sa victim, scam lawyer siya sa Texas. Kilala siyang scam lawyer sa Texas na gano'n niya yung ginagawa niya. Nagpa-file siya ng mga civil lawsuits para isettle quietly para mabayaran, ganun. Para pinagkakakitaan niya yung
Kumbaga
pagkakaso.
parang scammer.
Oo, ganun. And apparently, meron ding mga kaso itong lawyer na to ng assault mismo sa kanya from his former clients. So, hindi din siya kalinisang tao, no? Para, I mean, he's not the person you would want to help you with cases like this. Parang ganun yung eksena.
Kasi syempre nawawala yung credibility pag ganyan eh. So, very wrong. Yan.
Ang nagkamali sila ng tinarget.
Correct.
Kasi very powerful si Jay-Z talaga din. And matapang din naman talaga siya na sinabi niya, sige, kasuhan niyo ako.
Oo, and I think he did that kasi syempre asawa niya. Malaking tao din. I mean, Beyonce. I mean, whatever happens to him, it will affect his family. Hindi na nakasalalay dito yung mga pangalan nila, pero yung pamilya na lang. Lalo na may anak din siya na same age
12 years old.
Sa nagkaso. So parang yung allegedly na nagkaso. So parang it doesn't make sense na kung wala siyang gagawin. And that is true. I think I read somewhere na he said, bakit hindi siya magsasalita kung hindi naman totoo 'yon, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Syempre dahil hindi nga totoo, parang it's best na you should speak up about it. Kasi kung tatahimik lang siya, paano niya naman ma-defend nga yung sarili niya? And everybody will just make speculation about it na and allegations na ganito siya, which is hindi naman true.
Yes.
Pero dapat lagi talagang ganun eh. Kasi the more na tahimik ka about the issue, the more na mas mag-iisip yung tao na baka totoo talaga to. Kasi may ibang mga tao na ganyan. Even yung mga celebrity dito sa Pilipinas, no, hilig-hilig nila mag-quiet-quiet na eksena nagmamalinis. Kung hindi man totoo, hindi sabihin mo, hindi po totoo, period. Hindi mo na kailangang mag-explain.
Yes.
You can just say, that's not true. Firm na statement na yun.
True.
Diba?
Yeah, so yun. Yun lang naman. And medyo ano lang din na lumabas yung news on the day of the premiere nung Mufasa wherein cast si Blue Ivy.
Oo.
Nandun siya sa red carpet, ganyan. So parang medyo recently talaga in the past few months there have been parang character assassination na ginagawa nila kay Beyonce and kay Jay-Z. Kasi 'di ba nga, ever since pumutok yung kay Diddy, lagi na silang dinadawit kahit wala naman sila dun sa names, list of names na nilabas originally. So, I don't know where this gonna go.
Oo, tuloy-tuloy nyo lang yan. Oo, tuloy-tuloy nyo lang yan. Kasi kakaganyan yun. Siyempre, mas nag-iingay yung pangalan nila. Mas nakikilala sila. May it be negative or positive, there always an impact to whatever action you have done to a person.
Correct.
So, ayan. And of course, ang next sa ating baklita headline ay ang South Korea. Kasi nga, di ba, recently, they had this like martial law. And then ito nga, for the second try, na-impeach na po ang kanilang presidente.
Si Yoon Yuk Sol. So, nag-attempt na sila to impeach him, I think last week, and parang hindi nag-voting sila and hindi siya na-impeach. Pero on the second try, today, just today when the day we're recording this, impeach na nga siya. So, sobra yung backfire nung attempt na for a martial law kasi ayun niya, wala siya sa pwesto. Pumalit sa kanya is the leader yung kanilang prime minister, yung leader ng parliament. So siya ngayon ang acting president and I think he's a better, parang matagal na siya sa government ng South Korea. And mas grounded yung kanyang mga take on things. Hindi katulad nitong na-impeach na president is medyo medyo on the conservative side, parang gano'n.
And there's no reason for the country to have martial law because it's at peace, their economic is booming. The K-pop industry is really like pulling them all together para mas umasenso. Kasi because of K-pop and the Korean novela, dyan naman nagbuo yung mga tourist Mas dumami yung bumibisita ng South Korea. So, anong i-reason mo para mag-martial?
Actually, kanina, nung ginagawa yung hearing for the impeachment, parang almost 1 million Koreans yung umattend. I mean, nasa labas lang sila parang kumbaga it's a rally essentially, ganyan. And then nung finally na-impeach, kumanta sila sabay-sabay ng kanta ng Girls' Generation, Into the New World. Medyo may kilabot factor na. Girls' Generation song yung ginamit for such a big thing in their country. And nakakaingit lang na yung mga tao nila dun sa gobyerno, meron mga katulad ng ma-impeach na president na medyo hindi okay mag-isip. At least yung mga tao and the other people in the government, they know what's right for the country. So, in-impeach nila yung dapat i-impeach. Sana tayo din, no? Sana some of our politicians grow some kineso para to impeach the people na dapat i-impeach.
Ako, I've already lost hope. So, I'm just waiting for that person na talagang mag-aangat muli sa ating mahal na Pilipinas. So, sana mangyari siya. One
Actually,
day.
inumpisahan na nila yung brainwashing about this,
Talaga ba?
Parang sinabi nila, pag na-impeach yan si Inday, ang tatakbong president si Robin.
OMG, are
So,
you
parang
serious?
nag-aano na sila, mind conditioning na sila na, ay sige, wag na lang natin ipa-impeach si Inday.
Kasi, parang you're choosing between who's worse. Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, chika-chika pa lang naman yan. Hindi naman, nothing.
Oo. Since pag-uusapan na rin natin ng government natin, dito sa Pilipinas, another issue po is yung PhilHealth budget. Kasi wala silang allocation sa
subsidy. So, parang, kumbaga yung benefits, PhilHealth benefits mo, hindi mo siya makukuha.
What?
Kasi wala siya sa budget. Yung subsidy.
That's crazy.
Ang nila, what yung bicamerals, yung Congress na sabi nila, parang pinapunish nila yung PhilHealth for not using the budget well. Parang ako, bakit nyo sa tao? Pera ng tao yun, di ba? Bakit yung subsidy ang titirahin nyo when dapat ang pinapunish nyo yung mga taong nasa pwesto, di ba? nagli-lead ng PhilHealth, hindi yung mga tao to suffer. No, so parang sana what yung mga kumpanya ang gawin nila, tanggalin niyo na yung 'di ba? Tanggalin na sa salary sa mga payslip yung PhilHealth kung wala din namang makukuha yung mga tao in return, 'di ba? So palitan niyo na lang mag-HMO na lang kayo ng private or whatever. O kaya St. Peter, doon din naman tayo papunta. Di
Oo.
ba?
But it's really sad kasi I mean that's our benefit. I mean you have the right to get your benefit. So kung
Mm-mm.
wala silang allocation for it, paano? Kasi sa totoo lang yung PhilHealth na benefit is really helpful lalo na pag kunyari na hospital ang isa sa mga
Mm.
kapamilya mo or na hospital ka. Nakatulong siya to subsidize yung dapat mong babayaran as a whole
Mhm.
na ang laki ng bawas niya
Mm.
and um maliban sa nababawasan ka ng PhilHealth, mababawasan ka pa dun sa HMO mo. So, parang ang laki niyang tulong, lalo na sa gastusing medical. Kasi, alam naman natin ang katotohanan, mahal ma-hospital sa Pilipinas. At pag wala kang pera pang bayad, hindi ka nila asikasuhin eh.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
It's either you show your HMO card or may pera ka na cash right on na mababayad talaga or credit card. Eh lahat naman wala namang yung iba naman wala namang means to have a credit card. So parang ang hirap lang kasi when you have PhilHealth also, kung yun lang talaga ang meron ka, you can just go to public hospital.
Yeah.
Masasubsidize yun at mas mura lang ang babayaran mo. Siguro gamot na lang gastusin mo.
Mm-mm.
So,
What's more nakakaloka with this is nasa budget nila 138 million pesos for Christmas parties and anniversaries.
oh my God.
Parang pa-prioritize nyo pa yun. Who
Oo.
cares about the fucking coffee table book?
Nandun lang,
Di ba?
to be honest, everything is digital and I don't think people likes to read hard book.
Ay,
Meron sigurong iba, no disrespect, I'm not discrediting yung value ng pagbabasa ng actual na libro, yung physical na mahawakan mo. Pero not all will invest. Not all,
mm-mm.
it's not for everybody. Parang mas gugustuhin nila yung digital na lang na forever mong nakikita na hindi sira na laging maganda sa paningin mo visually. So parang it doesn't make sense. Bakit tayo gagastos ng ganyan? Parang ang i-Christmas gift nyo na lang siguro is yung para sa sambayanan. Yung
Mhm.
sa kabuuan ng mamamayan ng
Yeah.
Pilipinas, 'di ba? Hindi yung ganun. So, ay nako, I don't know what to say. It's very stressful in a sense,
Mm-mm.
yung mga
Tapos
kaganapan.
bawas din yung budget for education, for college subsidies, bawas pero meron silang bagong pinasok yung AKAP is ayuda para sa mga kulang ang kita sa pamilya. Parang ganun. For me, self-serving yun. Kasi parang bakit nyo ipaprioritize yan? Para yung kasi yung ayuda one time, big time, di ba? Yung parang hindi ka makakasustain from an ayuda lang. So, feeling ko, ginagamit lang nila tong ayuda na to para pagbigay, may kasamang pangalan dahil mag-election. Di ba? Parang, I hope, oh my God.
So, can
I
maybe
don't know.
ako ang ano ko lang as a whole, can we be more helpful kahit may election or wala?
Mm,
Kasi long-term help ang kailangan ng tao, hindi band-aid.
yes.
Hindi po band-aid ang kailangan, hindi yung for prevention, but yung long-term na tulong.
Mm-mm.
Mukha lang maraming may pera kasi laging traffic, ang daming nasa mall. But it doesn't mean na yun yung kailangan ng tulong. Ang may kailangan ng tulong, yung hindi nakapunta doon. It just
Yes.
shows na we are really overpopulated.
Mm-mm.
Na mas nakikita lang natin yung mga may kaya kaysa doon sa mga may hirap. So sana magkaroon sila ng time to really
Yeah,
research
yeah.
yung actual na data para alam nila yung gagawin nila. Eh, meron naman silang means eh. I don't know.
Sasabihin pa nila, 4 million ang natutulungan ng mga ayuda. Eh, 100 plus million ng Pilipino.
Oo.
Ano yung 4 million sa
Wala pang
115,
1% yun.
117? Diba?
Oo.
Beans, where are the beans? Nakaka-alerts lang. Parang, buti pa yung mga, natin, yung mga Dexters natin na nasa ibang bansa. Sana
Kaya
all.
nga sana all. Ayan, syempre mapatungo naman po tayo sa music industry and
Showbiz.
showbiz kasi si Sabrina, maliban sa kanyang booming career, medyo nag-downfall ang kanyang love life kasi
Mm-mm.
nag-break na po sila ni Barry Cogan.
Mm-mm. Actually, nag-delete ng nag-delete ng IG.
Kasi maraming nangaharas sa kanya online and hindi na siya happy about it. Si Barry po ang tinutukoy namin. Kasi, kasi meron na siyang anak, to be honest, sa ibang, girly.
Yeah.
And syempre, dahil may anak siya, parang, he became more conscious about his status. Syempre, halimbawa, pag lumaki yung bata, and
Yun yung makikita.
yun yung makikita niya. Siyempre, ano magiging tingin niya sa magulang niya? And wala pong magulang ang may gusto na ganun ang magiging tingin sa kanila ng kanilang mga anak. So, just to protect his privacy and his mental health, and then pati yung anak niya, ginawa niya yun. Nag-ano siya ng Instagram niya.
Pero kasi kaya din siya,
Napagbibintangan siya eh.
nag-cheat. Kaya siya nababash. Instagram model or influencer yung girly. So, parang, talaga, no? Hindi talaga ibibigay sa'yo lahat. Kasi like for Sabrina, booming ang career. Actually, also for Barry, sobrang booming ng career. Tapos, yung love life naman ng hindi masyado caring.
Okay lang yun. It only means na they're not really a perfect match to each other.
Yes.
Kaya nangyari yun. Pero sa akin kasi, I find them cute together. But it's okay. I mean, ganun talaga ang life. Hindi mo naman pwedeng mai-push. Pwede kasi nga mangyari. Maging katulad sila ni Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom na nag-break for a time. Then after some years, nagkabalikan and they end up being together. So we can never tell. Ganun talaga ang life.
At saka para actually sinabi ni Barry na it's not true.
Na yung breakup?
Yung cheating.
Yung cheating.
So, I don't know. Hindi din natin alam. We will never know unless we hear from them. Ganyan.
Oo.
And then ito, I think the next topic is nasa predictions natin siya last year. Or last year. Ngayon lang nangyari. Parang inabangan talaga ng mga tao. Naghiwalay na si Megan Fox at si Machine Gun Kelly. Ganyan. And ang malungkot lang here is Megan Fox is 5 months pregnant with MGK's
Alam mo, masasabi ko talaga, it really doesn't do any good in your life when number one, when you cheat. Number two, when you hurt someone. Kasi, ang nangyari kasi dito kay Megan is, she has a family. And then, she's a married woman. And then, found someone new na younger. And then, dun siya napunta. Dun siya nag-end up. And then, look what happened to her now. It's like karma eh. I mean, I don't hate her. I mean, it's her life. But, whenever you do something, it always comes back. May it be good or bad.
Yeah.
So, kung nag-decide ka na gumawa ng mali, expect mo babalikin sa'yo.
Pero actually, nag-statement yung ex-husband niya na parang sinabi niya kay MGK na doon sa lalaki, na grow up, buntis yung babae. Parang, pwede bang after muna bago? Huwag ngayon. Kasi parang stressful naman talaga kasi
it's really stressful.
Kay girly pop yung yung buntis ka tapos may hiwalayan ka lang.
Right. So, ayun lang. Kaya ingat-ingat pa tayo sa lahat ng ginagawa natin. Ika nga nila, what goes around comes around. Ganon.
Ayaw ni Justin Timberlake.
Cheater din yun eh. Anyway.
Try ni Arriver.
My God.
Correct.
Ayun, and more pa tayong magchichikahan sa
more recap.
Yes, sa pagbabalik ng
Baxters. And we're back. Natutuwa ako na sabay tayong Baxters.
Hindi tayo naghahabulan.
Hindi tayo naghahabulan dahil sa Zoom ay medyo may delay, ganyan.
Correct.
So, ito na nga, i-recap natin ng 2024. Kamusta ang 2024 for you? In one word, Kerry.
Hirap puminga. Of course, laban. As I always say, Ewan ko kung kailan ba nagsimula sa akin yung mantra na yung laban na yan.
Tayong dalawa, no?
Oo, ever since lagi ko yung sinasabi hanggang sa nahawa na lang din yung mga tao sa paligid ko and even my teammates, laban na lang din
Laban.
sila. Even my manager saying laban. So parang at some point, I've become influential in terms of this mantra, laban. Because I think that's really it. I
Wala tayong
mean,
choice.
wala ka talagang choice kahit well, okay lang naman na umiyak, okay lang na malungkot, okay lang na mag-seek ng help whenever you need to. But at the end of the day, no matter what happens to you, laban, literal laban. Kasi kung
Yes.
hindi mo lalabanan, walang mangyayari. Kasi nobody can really help you but yourself.
Yes. True.
Oo, kahit na madami kang friends, kahit kami ni Bex, we do help each other at some point. But at the end of the day, it's still our battle.
Yeah, your friends can only do so much.
Oo, alam nga namang si Bex na gumawa ng trabaho ko para lang di ko na ma-feel yung toxicity na nararanasan ko ngayon.
True.
Hindi naman pwedeng ganon. So, it really has to be,
Hindi ka lang support habang stress siya.
oo.
Laban. Bumubulong lang.
Oo, laban, ganon, di ba? So, ayan. Ikaw, Bex, how was your 2024?
Ang word of the year for me, freedom. Wow. Ang arte. Kasi, yeah, yun nga. Paulit-ulit naman sinasabi nila, 5 years akong alipin ng ng aliping sa gigilid. Charing. Aliping na mamahay naman. Charing. Pero yun, this year I found the courage to like, alam mo yun, parang give myself some grace and the freedom. So, ayun, the past few months, sobrang ganun pa rin yung feeling na nai-enjoy mo yung, mo yun, yung hindi ka nakakulong sa bahay. Kasi nung nag-work from home ako so pag may labas yung pamilya, minsan lang ako maka-join kasi nga I have to prioritize my work. Kasi kahit may oras yung work ko, it goes beyond that eh. Yun yung downside ng no, nung remote working, yung work from home. Kasi kahit nasabihin mo pang may oras niya, hindi mo maiwasang gawin overtime, ganyan. So, ayan, more gastos. This is also the year of the gastos. Pero ayun naman. And actually, happy naman kasi dun sa 5 years, parang when I left, may pakimcho naman sila na na parang I felt valued naman din kahit papaano. No? Yung parang hindi naman napunta sa wala yung 5 years kong trinabaho. So, yun yung aking yung- Siyempre, bago ako napunta dun sa freedom, dumaan tayo dun sa yung as in sobrang burnout.
Oo, kasi kung hindi
Yun
niyo
yung
po na
magpo-push sa'yo eh, di
kung
ba?
hindi niyo po nalalaman mga Bex, wala kasing day off si si Mel. Almost, well, meron naman siyang day off like Sunday, like once a week, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really
Gugustuhin mo na lang matulog.
yeah, and it doesn't really compensate yung pagod niya for the 6 days kasi yung rest day niya minsan he needs to work para ready siya by the next day. So it's not really a break for him. So
Yeah.
this time nung nakapag-resign siya, then that's I think the point na parang okay, at least meron na akong time for
Oo. To do the stuff that I wasn't able to do.
Oo, tsaka yung talagang totoong break.
Oo.
Yun yung
Correct.
yun talaga yung nangyari.
Sure. Ayan.
Ayan.
Meron ka pa bang
Wala na kasi mauubos ang oras natin dito sa Baxters pag chinika ko lahat.
Ayan.
Pero i-share naman sa inyo ang highlights ng Baxters, di ba?
And ng pop culture and ng mundo in general. So, unang-una, this year tayo nag-start ng video podcast.
Yes,
So,
nag-transition po kami kasi parang there's a need na makita nyo din kami at para mas makilala nyo kami. And at the same time, we really want to prosper this podcast career.
okay.
Kasi syempre, eventually, we want just to do this our whole life.
Yes.
Yun na lang yung gusto namin
Yun
gawin.
yung dream.
Oo,
That's the
kasi,
dream.
paano ba? Dahil tumatanda na kami, no? Parang pag nag-work ka, parang mas stressful siya kaysa nung bata ka.
Totoo.
Kasi there's a lot, ewan ko kung ako lang ba naka-feel, there's still a lot of pressure. Kahit di naman ako dapat ma-pressure, there's still pressure.
Totoo naman.
Parang when you're growing old, you always wanted more freedom than being controlled. Kasi parang when you grow older, you think yourself, alam ko na to. Alam mo yun, alam ko na to. So you don't have to like, parang control me or something. Parang may ganun akong ano.
Tama.
So parang mas gusto ko, control ko lahat ng ginagawa ko, yung mas may time ako sa family and sa personal life.
Correct.
Kasi feeling ko, ewan ko, with you and I have been working all my life.
Yes.
Even my day off, nag-work din naman ako. And
Kung malala ako, mas malala siya.
I think mas ano, paano ba? Hindi ko talaga ma-imagine sarili ko kung paano ko napagsasabay-sabay lahat. But nagagawa ko. And I don't want to die soon.
Because laban.
Because laban. And I don't want to die soon. Kasi nakakamatay talaga yung ginagawa namin eh. So, um, nakakamatay na since kasi kulang ka sa tulog palagi. And nagiging habit mo na kumain ng hindi maganda because that's stress relieving. So, ang hirap mga Bex. So, ano yun, we're really pushing hard
Pero
para,
nakaka-proud na kasi we said on our very first few video podcasts na hindi man lahat ng episode magkasama kami in person. At least lahat ng episodes this year is all with video, di ba?
yeah, and nagawa naman namin. And I'm really thankful kasi Mel understands the nature of my work.
Yes naman.
So, Mel is really taking over when it comes to technicals of the show and especially dun sa visuals.
Yes.
Kasi ako wala na talaga.
Oo, parang ano na yun.
Hindi ko talaga siya maisingit at all. I don't know. Parang yung kung kailangan ko siyang isingit, siguro just being present in the episode and just a little brainstorming. But overall, I really cannot really do with this without Mel. So, talagang really it's a teamwork for us.
True. At saka ako naman kasi, even when I was working, Dexter's is like my stress reliever and drag. Yun yung dalawa na. Parang, kasi iba siya from what I'm doing. Even if it's same graphic design, editing, mga ganyan. At least, wala akong boss dito. Ako yung boss. So, lahat ng gusto kong vision na mangyari, na-achieve ko here.
Oo, correct. May complete freedom talaga kami with this show. And then of course, this year we launch yung mini episode namin which is Dear Bex, which we want you to be more engaged wherein ating mga listeners or even your friends can send in letters or share stories and then i-share din namin sa ating mga listeners and then we can give our parang
Advice,
input, or anything na maisip namin. So, thank you sa lahat ng mga sumulat at nag-share ng storya sa ating mga following.
Think. So, yun lang naman yung mga major ng highlights of Baxter's this year. So, yung naman, doon naman tayo sa the world in general, ano mga mainit na pinag-usapan. No? So, nung earlier this year nga, yung nawala si Kate Middleton, no? Yung nagka-issue na edited yung ibang pics niya and stuff like that until eventually in-announce niya na may cancer siya. So, I heard she's doing better naman yata, I think, from the last that I've heard. Pero medyo matagal na rin yun eh. So, I don't know lang now if kamusta na ba
I
yung
think
niya.
at some events she's been present na unlike before and she deserves the rest kasi kung meron kang parang sakit or if you're ill and especially if you have cancer, kailangan mo talaga ng time to heal and rest. Yung kailangan mo mag-focus sa sarili kaysa sa ano pa mang bagay. And kung edited man yung photo, pakin yun. I mean, yeah, it's Mother's Day, so they need to put up something to inspire mothers. And we're on the digital age. Anything that you want can happen.
Yeah. At saka I think ang pinaka-lesson dito sa tao is yung yung you don't know until someone tells you talaga themselves. Like yun, ang daming hakahaka, nasan siya, nahiwalay na sila, mga ganun-ganun, until may cancer pala. So, yung lahat ng mga, alam mo yun, di ba, lahat ng mga sabi-sabi, pahiya, medyo napahiya kasi nga, ang dami yung sinabi about her, tapos yung pala may sakit yung tao. So, we should stop assuming things.
Oo, kasi it's not healthy. Parang you cannot really say that it's the truth unless yung
sa kanila mismo.
Sa kanila manggaling.
So next yung US presidential elections this year din yan. Talaga namang sinubaybayan natin dito sa Baxters.
Oo, talaga namang tutok na tutok. Ako tumutok talaga ako. I mean, I'm not really yung hardcore na tutok, no? Pero I'm updated. Every day, I'm updated to what is happening.
Kasi
And,
hindi mo din maiwasan ng social media eh.
and the result is really disappointing. But okay, go on na lang tayo. Kasi 2 years na lang naman yan. 2 years ba? Or how many years?
4.
4 years. After that, he can never run unless they have someone new na papalit sa kanya.
Yeah. Ako naman kaya ako tumutok this year, I was hopeful for a female leader. For one of the like pinakamalakas na bansa. Alam mo yun, huwag na naman nating i-deny na ang US talaga is one of the most powerful countries in the world. So, I was hopeful for, actually mas kinapitan ko si Kamala kaysa kay Hillary when Hillary ran. Kasi feeling ko mas believable siya as a leader. I don't know, just me. So, talagang kumapit ako dun. Pero ayun nga, hindi talaga lahat.
Well, I mean,
gusto natin mangyayari.
I mean, it's just so happened that USA is not really ready for a female to lead them. So okay lang 'yon. I mean, ganun talaga.
Yes.
But
Life goes on.
yeah, life goes on. But of course, we will be affected by it anytime soon. So
Kasi hindi pa siya umuupo.
Oo, pero habang hindi pa siya umupo, ang dami na nga
Officially.
nangyayari nababalitaan ko. And I stopped watching news after the election. So, good luck sa lahat ng bumoto. Sana tama po ang inyong desisyon.
Yes. Sana yung mga local leaders, lahat ng pwede nyong isarang batas, isara nyo na, lalo na for our LGBT friends, no?
Oo, kasi syempre, pag naisara na yan, wala na tayong magagawa kasi may bago na eh. Ayan. And of course, another controversial issue is yung Paris Olympics because of its
Maraming
liberalism,
yes.
Views and visuals, especially the opening ceremony. That one is really one of the highlights of the year. Na-compare pa siya sa opening ceremony ng China and other countries.
Pero kasi that's Paris for you. Paris will always be a liberal country.
Oo,
Parang,
we know that Europe is like that. So, dapat din na tayo nagugulat na gagawin nila talaga
actually,
yun.
controversial din yung Olympics because of also the boxer, yung sinasabi nilang trans na hindi naman talaga trans.
Oo,
Diba?
pero pinapagbintangan nila na na utox, pero Merlin naman talaga yun. Guys, let's stop the presumptions na ganito yung mga tao because
based on their physical appearance.
Oo, masyado tayong judger. I mean, judger na nga tayo sa panlalait, wag namang ganun. Okay lang yun, dibdibin nyo na lang yung mga ganyan.
Yes.
Wag
Also, issue din ng Olympics si Kaloy, Carlos Yulo.
Yes,
Dito sa
because of the
Pinas.
jowa. Because
And of the family.
Oo, pero habang tumatagal, nagigirits na nga ako doon sa jowa niya. Pero go lang.
Ako mas nagigiris ako dun sa
Pero yung nanay, nandun pa rin yung ko na
more
parang,
parinig, parang girl
hanggang
move
ngayon
ko.
ba?
Oo,
Oh
parang,
my God.
at this point na lang, I see is cloud chasing, na parang gamitin mo pa yung anak mo for cloud. Parang,
Di
do
ba nga,
something
kaya nga
else.
nag-live selling kasama si Ai.
Focus on
Charis.
focus on, alam mo yon, sige go, kung gusto, dream mo mag-influencer, dream mo mag-madam-madam, go. Pero parang, sana stop using naman, your sons for pinagsasabong na pa yung mga anak niya, may mga ganun kine. So, kasi nga, di ba, nag-Olympics din yung mga anak niya, iba, aside from Kaloy. So, celebrate na lang natin kasi grabe din naman yung di
Nakakaloka lang
honor.
kasi natabunan na ng issue ng mudra niya,
Yes.
yung
Glory.
Yung glory. And it's really sad kasi parang dumami na din yung basher ni Carlos, and then parang may issue pa na nag-drain up siya ng Milo as endorser, and yun. And it was EJ who was selected instead of him, yung mga ganyan. So, ewan ko ba, sobrang ng ang hirap niyong i-please, Pilipinas. Gigigil ako
Mundo,
sa inyo.
actually.
Mundo. Naging mundo na. Dati Pilipinas lang ang mahirap i-please eh. Kasi, nanalo yung Pinoy ang nanalo. Dun sa The Voice USA.
Ah, yes.
Si,
Sofronio Vasquez.
Sofronio Vasquez. And marami nagsasabi na hindi niya deserve. Kasi parang di sila believe sa boses and everything. And then, he's not really from USA. May mga ganyang issue. But, anong magagawa natin? Hindi naman kayo yung judge eh.
Ako naman ang issue na naman na nakita ko, binabash yung Showtime. Because parang ilang beses nang sumalang sa tawag ng tanghalan si Sofronio, nag-rest back pa na, yung All-Stars kineme, pero hindi siya nanalo, ganyan. Tapos ngayon, sa The Voice pa na. I mean, parang binabash nyo dahil hindi siya nanalo doon. Eh kung nanalo siya doon, eh hindi na join sa The Voice US, di ba? Parang,
Oo. Parang,
lahat yan lahat yan, alam mo yun, parang, at saka para i-compare yung crowd ng tanghalan sa The Voice, hindi naman same yung set of judges.
oo.
Also,
And then,
text votes.
and always remember, contest is very subjective.
Mm,
Ika, no matter how great you are, if the judges doesn't like you, then you will not win at all.
yeah.
So, kung nag-fail man siya from different shows, okay lang. Kasi hindi naman, gaya na sinabi ni Mel, hindi niya maabot itong tagumpay na to sa The Voice USA kung hindi siya na-reject noong mga panahon na yun.
At saka si Sofronio naman is very proud sa run niya sa TNT. Kasi after niya manalo, they had a video call with him live on air. Tapos parang sinabi niya, nag-promise siya kay Michael Bublé na once na bumalik siya ng Pinas, ang una niyang bibisitahin ay Showtime. So, ibig sabihin, proud siya na kahit hindi siya nanalo sa TNT, he considers Showtime his home here sa Pinas.
Oo.
Kasi doon naman
Kasi,
talaga siya nagmula.
at saka doon nag-umpisa yung opportunity sa kanya na
Mm-mm.
binigyan siya ng chance to
Yes.
perform. And iba po yung feeling kasi pag ang tao na fulfill ang dream, you will always go back to that first person who gave you the opportunity
Mm-mm. True.
at the first time.
At saka nung hindi siya nanalo ng TNT, nasan kayo?
Oo.
Ngayon na lang kayo kumukuda na nanalo na siya sa
Correct.
iba. 'Di ba? Parang make it make sense. Ayan. So also this year, meron tayong renaissance of top girlies. Parang this year talaga namayagpag ang mga girlies sa music industry. Andiyan na si Charlie XCX, si Sabrina Carpenter, si Chappell Roan. Siyempre si Dua, si Taylor, si Beyonce, yung Blackpink, yung mga solo careers nila. In fairness, lahat naman may ingay.
Oo, pero ang pinaka nangunguna ngayon sa Blackpink is
Si
si
Rose.
Rosie. Kasi naman ang ganda ng album ni Girl. I'm not sure guys if you have already listened, but it's really a good album and you should try and make time to listen.
Even here sa Pinas, Bini ang di ba? It's been the year of Bini. So talagang kahit dito, may impact ng girls sa music industry. Kasi ako, ever since Bagets, talagang nagsimula ako sa Spice Girls eh. So, girls talaga yung yung mga bet ko when it comes to music.
Right. Ayan. And of course, sa Thailand po, syempre, na-highlight sila because of same-sex marriage.
Also, Greece din this year, di ba?
This year din ba sila?
Tama ba? O last year pa? Parang this year din.
Oo, ayan. And of course, hindi mawawala dyan ang PDD scandal na talaga namang sobrang pasabog kasi it was so unexpected. I mean, alam naman natin na may mga ongoing issues sa USA, lalo na sa sa show business. Pero hindi natin na-expect na PDD would be
Such a predator.
Oo, such a predator. And it was also last year when the issue came out about him uh, hurting Cassie. So talaga naman, tuloy-tuloy po ang hearing. Oo. And deserve. Charing.
True. This year din, no, sa Pinas naman tayo yung mga mga maiingay na pangalan sa politika at mga kaso-kaso, hearing-hearing, mga wanted na sila Alice Go at si Pastor Gibbs.
Oo. Hindi ko po kinakaya talaga si Alice Go na naging celebrity pa as a criminal.
Ngayon, asa na siya?
Nakaalis na ng bansa.
Wala tayong pake, di ba?
Oo,
Pero,
kasi nga natabunan na ng issue ni
Maris.
at ni
Anthony?
at ni Sarah na
Ay, oo.
dahil nga nagbalat ng patatas ang Auntie Sarah nyo, ayan na nangyari. Naitago na naman pong muli si Auntie Alice. At syempre, si Kibbs, ano na nangyayari kay Mang Kibbs? Hindi natin alam kung ongoing pa ba kaso nito. Ongoing pa, di ba?
Ongoing kaso.
At hinahunting siya ng FBI, right?
Yeah. So, hindi ko alam kung ibibigay siya ng Philippine government. Kasi hawak naman, nasa custody naman siya ng Philippines.
Ba't ibigay ni BBM? Kimi.
Baka may hinihingi kapalit. Charing. Kimi lang.
Oo, Kimi lang. Ito po ay mga lang namin.
Kuro-kuro.
Oo, sariling views. And of course, ang dami ring concert this year.
Correct.
Diba? Sobrang dami.
Dumuwa tayo.
Siyempre, number one na dyan si Dua Lipa. And that's one of my core memory for the year of 2024. Really, really. Because I was genuinely happy. It was so fun. Talagang solid na 2 hours nakatayo kami pero hindi ko naramdaman yung
At saka
pagod.
first time namin mag-concert together.
Oo. Tsaka naramdaman ko na yung pagod na nakauwi na.
Oo, totoo. Hindi, actually, dito sa Karumbanggi. Or clips kami.
Oo, dahil nakatulog na ako sa car, pero alam mo yun, iba pa din yung pagod pag uwi.
Correct.
Ayun, but it was so fun.
Dito, nag-concert din yung Beanie, may comeback concert yung 21, 17, gumora din dito si ate mo Olivia, Ed
Coldplay,
Sheeran, si
Neo, na merong fanatics na Pinay na talagang
Oo.
umalagwa sa stage
Correct.
during the dance
May pahagod
contest.
ng werot sa Anekla.
Correct, kaya nga, nanini si Kuya, Neo, Ems, syempre Lainey, and then of course, sino pa? Mga
Mga
K-pop
iba-ibang K-pop.
na hindi masyadong mainstream.
Yeah, oo. Andiyan, tsaka yung mga solo-solo, yung mga Baekhyun, mga ganun. Si IU. Nag-concert mo si IU. Gawa-gawa.
Ayan, mga Bex. And of course, from live concert act, meron namang na-text.
Ang layo nung... Hindi ko din alam bakit. Dun yun.
Alam mo, Day. Ayan, meron namang na-text. Siyempre, hindi kami happy dito, pero nakakatawa lang yung eksena, no? Si Liam Payne ng One Direction.
Yes.
I think the fans were expecting for them to have a comeback altogether, but it didn't happen kasi nga na-tag si kuya nyo. And kung maalala nyo, nahulog po siya from the balcony. It was second floor, I think. And then, tumawag sa 911 and everything. Basta po, ang ending ng kanilang story is he was intoxicated when this happened. And may mga naglalabasan ng mga involved sa pagkamatay niya. So, ongoing pa rin po ang investigation. Pero syempre, it's really sad kasi he's very young. And then, this is really the result of what can happen to you when your mental health is unstable.
Yes. Actually, nung funeral, medyo controversial yung pag-attend ni Simon Cowell.
Bakit?
Kasi di ba, siya yung nag-manage sa One Direction. And then parang, so he was there, he was crying, ganyan. Pero yung mga iba, lalo na yung mga diehard fans, they were saying na like, siya yung may kasalanan, bakit parang pinabayaan niya yung mga boys after mag-disband, parang gano'n. So, hindi na naman natin alam kung totoo ba yun or hindi. Pero syempre yung mga fans din, no? Diba? Kasi,
Oo, syempre mga hardcore fans, malamang marami ang alam na scoop, but we can really never assume unless kung magbigay na sila ng statement kasi the only truth will only come out from the person involved in the issue.
And no one can talk about it anymore because wala na siya. So talk about it. Diba?
Kaya nga, ang witness na lang dyan siguro, ang pwede pa siguro yung girlfriend niya na naiwan kasi na lagi niyang kausap. But I doubt if she will talk and entertain those questions. Ayan. Speaking of mga natagi, ito naman natagi ang mga puso.
Itong for me, ito ang pinaka-major pasabog of the year.
Oo.
Controversy-wise, showbiz-wise. Siyempre, yung kay Maris and Anthony. Pero huwag na natin masyadong
Kasi na-discuss na namin to for the past 2 weeks.
Naglaan na kami ng dalawang episode.
Oo, dahil huwag na natin
Para sa
ilaan tong
kanila.
episode na to.
So, yun lang naman. So, sa aming pagbabalik, ito na ang ating annual Baxter's Awards. Magka-award kami ng meron kami mga categories that we also did last year.
Yeah.
So, yun. We'll be back.
You'll be back.
And we're back!
Sandali!
Nag-retouch pala ako sandali.
Huwag mo pipigilan.
Sandali! I'll touch myself na lang muna sandali. Hindi lang.
That's so hot. Sandali!
Delete mo muna ito sandali. Cancelled.
Oh, go.
Ayan, so welcome back. Biglang formal tapos magbakla.
At nagbabalik po kami. Sandali!
Dahil dyan, i-award na natin ang mga napili nating mga
Actually,
choices.
nakalimutan ko.
On the spot.
Actually, nakalimutan ko na nga. Kakasandali ko dito.
To the 2024 Baxter's Awards.
Yes. Itong pinakakaabangan ng ating mga followers.
Ang
taray.
Most anticipated. Alam mo naman talaga,
Alam mo, Grammys. Oscars, Emmys, ganun ang atake. Ito po ang baklang version.
True.
Ang Bectas version ng mga award-giving bodies.
Truths.
Ayan. At nanguna dyan, ang Music Icon of the Year. Sino sa'yo?
For me, give ko sa Beanie. Because this year naman talaga, hindi naman maikakaila ang impact ng Beanie, no? Hindi lang sa music, pati sa advertisements, mga ganyan, concerts and everything. So, give ko sa kanila ang Music Icon of the Year. How about you?
Sandali. Ano? Maris. Music icon for the sandali. Hindi guys, ang icon ko is of course Dua Lipa and of course the one and only Adele. Hindi man naglabas ng bagong album si Adele but all throughout the year 2024 she's been active with her Las Vegas residency and talaga namang laging puno at nagva-viral yung mga videos niya from the concert kasi nga she's so genuine and funny. Napaka-chill lang niya.
Tsaka kung sino-sino nanonood ng mga show niya.
Oo, sino-sino mga kabog na celebrity ang nanonood sa kanya. And at the same time, siya po ang kilala ko na nagko-concert na naka-sneaker sa ilalim ng gown.
Ng gown.
Oo, palaban talaga si Ate Girl. Wala siyang pake kasi.
Tawang-tawa ko dun sa t-shirt canon niya. Pinabaril niya yung mga t-shirt.
Oo. Pero tawang-tawa ko dun sa may nakipag-selfie sa kanya na matindi yung filter.
Oh.
Babe, what's that? Babe. So, yung mga,
Iba.
yung mga ganyan yung eksena, so funny and memorable. And I'm going to miss her kasi, nag-end na po ang kanyang Las Vegas residency recently. So, matagal na naman bago natin siya maramdaman.
Tsaka mag-break daw siya, diba?
Oo, kasi nga kailangan niya mag-give time sa kanyang Junakis and personal life. And, of course, with Dua Lipa, she's been doing tours this year. Kaya, lalo na sa Asia, bago mag-end ang taon na to. Kaya, powerful. And then, meron pa siyang CBS exclusive tawag nito, premiere na concert with the orchestra.
Live at the Royal Albert Hall.
True.
Parang ang huli ko pang nabalitaan na big deal na nag-Royal Albert Hall was Adele.
Yes, Adele. Tapos
Yung
siya naman.
Okay 21 ba yun?
Okay lang na kasi sila eh. Parehas silang taga-Europe. So, laban na laban. Go, go, go. And yun lang. Love ko talaga silang dalawa. Kaya sila yung icon ko. Di ba? Variance.
How about Song of the Year? What's your song of the
The
year?
song of the year is Die With a Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga because this is unexpected collab and then napakaganda po talaga ng song nila. It never goes old.
Yes.
And every time I listen to it, it feels like it's new. Ganun yung dating sa akin. So,
It feels like new pero old at the same time. So parang instant classic.
Oo.
Parang pag pinakinggan mo, this will, parang age like fine wine. Maisingit.
Cheers.
Cheers for the Baxter's homes. Big deal.
Big deal. Anticipated.
Yan, ako naman ang song of the year ko, give ko sa Bini Carrera. Kasi although nirelease siya noong 2023, pero this year talaga, yun yung song na kinapitan ko nung times na like I was so haggard with work. Na, di ba kasi the message of the song is wala namang humahabol sa'yo, so you can take time for yourself.
Actually, from the Bini naman, ay nang gusto kong song, yung Carrera. Carrera talaga. Actually, ikaw nag-introduce sa akin nun. So, I listened to it and it's really resonating to anyone who's really struggling from any types or facets of life.
Yes. So, makarelate talaga ako. Kaya, yun for me ang song of the year.
What about the album of the year?
Ako naman when it comes to a full body of work as an album, gigib ko sa Cowboy Carter.
Oo naman, of course.
Yes.
Ako naman, I would say, I would give it to Dua Lipa. Radical Optimism. Because ibang-ibang atake to from the first album and the second album. Sa mga nagsasabi na marami siyang pinakanta dun sa second album niya na Future Nostalgia. Kaya nga siya Future Nostalgia.
Yes.
Huwag tayong tanga. Nakakagigil eh. Kasi may mga iba kasi na listener na parang, kaya na siya tinawag na future nostalgia kasi it should be nostalgic in the future. Nasa word itself na. So, kaya ganun yung kumbaga, she took inspiration from that old songs and music and genre. Kaya, ganun yung naging second album niya. And with Radical Optimism, since marami nga siyang critics, maraming mga bashers, dahil nga doon sa pagsasayaw niya noon, and from the future nostalgia, from go, give us nothing to give us everything na siya ngayon. So, ang message lang naman ng album niya, which I truly like at kinapitan is kahit gaano pa ka-negative ang mga nangyayari, there's always something positive out of it. She's always parang chill and then hindi siya nagpapa-apekto sa lahat ng ano. Instead, yung negativity ginagawa niya ng paraan para maging positive.
Silver lining.
Oo.
Ako madami naman ako na chika about Kawi Quarter. So, yun na yun. Let's just put it at that. Pero, kabog talaga. Naano ko lang din yung from yung, di ba, issues about future nostalgia. Isa din sa mga issues with Cowboy Carter naman is yung si Beyonce is masyado siyang maraming songwriters na kinikredit sa songs niya. Pero
yan
kasi,
gagawin natin, di natin credit.
Lalo na sa Renaissance, kasi ang Renaissance is an electronic house album. And yun yung origins ng house. Magsasample ka from other songs to make a new one. Kaya madaming credited songs sa.
Kasi kung hindi mo i-credit, edi magna siya.
At saka hindi lalo na I'm not trying to fight naman. Pero kasi yung Swifties, yung lagi nagbe-bring up ng topic niya. Kasi si Taylor daw is, she writes her own songs. Ganyan. Tapos si Beyonce, sobrang dami rin. Pero this year, naglabas ng list yung Grammy and ang credited songwriters sa Cowboy Carter were 13 and sa Tortured Poets Society, 17. So, mas madami yung kay Taylor. So, yun.
Diba? Ayan. And syempre, kung may album of the year, may celebrity of the year kami. Sining sa'yo?
Sa Beyonce. Kasi nagsimula nung pag-release niya ng Cowboy Carter noong February. Tapos, all throughout the year, pinag-usapan siya sa iba-ibang venues of, alam mo yun, issue man yung iba, controversies man yung iba, parang buong year, talagang nasa buong bibig ng mga tao si Beyonce. Overrated ba siya? Underrated ba siya? Maganda ba yung album niya? Ganun. So, I'm gonna give it to her. How about you?
Wala nga akong maisip yung celebrity. Kalimutan ko na. Wala akong maisip, guys. Kayo ba, mga Bex? Meron ba kayong celebrity of the year?
Maybe si Ate Celine could also be.
Ate Celine could also be, I think I know what the answer is. Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Because this is really a year for her because hindi man ganun kadami yung projects niya this year, but yung comeback niya, sobrang grabe. Naglast ng how many weeks and until now, issue pa din yung comeback niya. Dahil nga sa transformation na nangyari sa kanya. It's such a light and inspiration kasi from being sober to better. Ganun yung dating. Kasi she was intoxicated before and grabe yung alcohol problem niya nun. And then sobrang haggard talaga ng itsura niya. And then looking at her now, para lang siyang 18, kaloka.
Yeah.
The fact na meron siyang isang anak. And of course, yung asawa niya ay Habibi. Alam niyo na. Alam niyo na mga best.
Iba pala yun.
Iba yun, Day. Yung mga, kasi, alam ko kasi Dubai-based na si Lindsay Lohan dahil nga sa asawa niya. Powerful.
Yeah. From Celebrity of the Year, let's move on to Movie of the Year. What's your favorite movie this year that you've seen?
Wala. Charay.
Walang time for movies.
Walang time for movie, dami kong ganap. Pero ang dami ko kasing gusto na na palabas na hindi ko din talaga napanood this year, which is sad kasi nga as a movie goer myself na laging mahilig gumora ng cinema and weekly kailangan may napapanood na movie. Nakakasad na hindi ko masyado na. Pero one of the good movie that I saw was from Netflix. Yung Leave the World Behind. Yung nandun si Julia Roberts. Ayan. Panoorin niyo siya kasi maganda siya.
Ako naman, strong contender ko yung Wicked. Although ibibigay ko sa The Substance. Yun yung favorite movie ko this year.
Okay.
Starring Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. And ganun talaga. If hindi nyo pa napapanood, give it a watch. May gore part towards the end. Pero
I hate gore things. Okay, go.
That's so good. Let's watch it later.
Oh my God. Pag natapos ako mag-edit kasi magbubunga na naman yung charay.
Ayan. How about naman TV? What's your TV series of the year? I think same tayo.
Ang TV series namin for the year is
Baby Reindeer.
Yes, apakaganda po niya kasi it really opens a lot of issues. It didn't open, it tackles, and it gives opportunity din na parang, alam mo yun, hindi lang to para sa mga normal people. Kasi, I hate to say this, but people are still thinking that LGBTQ is alien and abnormal, which is not. They're people, guys. So just to see a transgender being part of this series is really one of the highlights for me.
And
Kasi,
even nominated for an Emmy.
oo, di ba? Sorry kayo. Di ba? Powerful. I mean, let's make it a let's make it a norm na hindi lang babae ang ma-abuse for rape. Anyone could be a victim. So that's why I really like this series kasi pakaganda talaga.
Yeah, tsaka for me, even if it tackled a very heavy subject, actually multiple different heavy topics, parang it was a breeze to watch. Parang hindi siya ganon kahirap panoorin kahit mabigat yung tinatakal nila. Parang basta you wanna watch, continue watching, tapusin mo siya agad. Kaya
Yeah.
that's one thing I liked about it.
Right.
So, and then, tayo sa biggest flop of the year.
Oh, this is sad. Ayun, ang biggest flop of the year ko kasi, maliban sa USA elections
Ako yun yung akin.
ayun isa. Another thing that flopped for me is yung album ni Katy Perry. I love her so much, don't get me wrong. There's maybe 2 or 3 songs that's really good in that album, but it's not really the same hype as from her previous album, like Prism, Teenage Dream, One of the Boys. So it's really a miss for me. But I still love her. I'm still gonna support her. And I'm happy na kahit na hindi ganun nag-soar yung album niya this year, meron siya mga ongoing tours for next year.
Yes.
Which yung tours naman niya, talaga namang pupuntahan kasi nga merong part ng previous album niya which nagre-resonate din naman talaga sa tao. Kasi part siya ng childhood eh.
She's gonna be a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race kasi may bagong season.
Meron. Oh my
Season
God.
17 starts on January 3 and I think siya yung magiging guest judge on the pilot episode.
I'm happy kasi she's a big supporter of the LGBTQ.
I feel like yun yung fear ni Rihanna kaya ang tagal niyang walang music. Kasi like Katy, parang early on in their careers, parang sobrang dami na nilang hit songs na parang it's hard to keep up or like to maintain yung ganong level of alam mo yun, yung pagkakaroon ng hit songs. Kaya din siguro hihirapan si ate mong Rihanna kasi dami niya ding hits like Katy.
Oh, it's so hard to top off something na talagang billion streams, alam mo yan. So, good luck girl. Sana makagawa kayo ng magagandang album sa susunod.
Okay.
Ayan.
Ako ang biggest flop ko this year talaga was the US elections. Parang yun lang. Huwag na nating huwag na nating i-discuss. It's a flop.
It's a flop. And then,
For
of
me.
course, meron kaming Influencer of the Year. And for me, I would say it's gonna be Pia Birchback. I think she's also my influencer from last year. This year, because she got Bulgari, she got Skechers, she got L'Oreal, and many more. So, yun yung mga known na brands na
Recently,
na ine-endorse niya.
na-award siya as Person of the Year with her work sa advocacy niya with HIV awareness.
Oo, yun naman yung maganda kay Ate Girl kasi syempre, kahit na matagal na siyang nag-reign as Miss Universe, kasi yun talaga yung advocacy niya nung nag-ano siya as Miss U.
Yes.
Continue pa din yun hanggang ngayon. So, good job sis. Push yan.
Ano naman na, Influencer of the Year. This is very masa, very TikTok, very brain rot. Queen Dura. As in talagang happy feel ko siya sa TikTok. Pag, no times na I was going through it with work.
Sandali!
Beanie, Queen Dura. Ayan.
Sandali.
Pero yung team, hindi ako masyado updated din nung madami na sila. Kay QD lang ako updated. with all her videos. Nakaliw lang ako sa kanya. Ganyan. And our last award for this year, Bex of the Year. Sino ang Bex of the Year? Same ba tayo? Yes. We're giving it to
Marina Summers. Kasi nga powerful siya ako. I mean, nobody is really expecting her to really thrive outside Philippines and to gain that fan base na non-Filipinos, ha? Kasi alam nyo na, it's really hard to have a spotlight outside Pinas. Kasi nga tayo nga, hard crowd to please eh. I mean, kasi sa ibang bansa parang mas lighter pa. Pero I don't know, time is changing. So, mas matalino na ngayon yung mga tao when it comes to who they want to idolize.
Yeah. With her run on UK versus the world and the cream silk commercial. Alam mo yun, as a drag queen, you're not really, ang hair niya sa commercial was a wig. It's a human hair wig, pero it's still a wig. Pero you're still considered like to endorse the brand, di ba? That's something powerful. And she's the first, I think, from Drag Race Philippines na nagkaroon ng international tour. And she also brought different the international drag queen dito sa Pinas. So,
Right.
power. Give ko kay Martina Summers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, and that's the wrap of our Baxter's Awards.
2024.
Oo, feel free to send in your comments and your suggestion or whatever.
Kayo ba sino ang mga pick nyo dun sa mga category na inanash natin?
Correct. Oo, at dahil dyan,
babalik pa ang
Baxters.
And we're back. Ayan, dito naman yung segment ko sa nagsasearch na recommend ng music, TV shows, and movies and everything. And for this episode, tayo ay mag-watch movies. Ano ba ang dapat nilang i-watch?
Sandali!
Stream Sandali, Ate Sandali on Spotify. Or in fairness, after yung 3 years na yung kantang yun. After nung issue na ngayon lang nag-chart yung
Sandali! Ako, ang naiisip ko, Watch Mo na Taste. May Watch Mo na Taste ba? Yung ano na lang, watch na lang yung music video ni
Sandali.
Sandali. No, si Rosie ng Blackpink.
Yes.
Ang pangalan ng song is Toxic Till the End. Kasi alam niyo naman ng mga K-pop rules, bawal lang may utoks na may mga kissing scene, but this time nag-kiss si auntie. Pero dumampi lang, hindi naman yung laplapan to the core. Walang mga ganong eksena, very pa. Tsaka maganda yung pagkakagawa ng music video kasi nga, it's giving 2000s na parang pop girl era, ganun ang atake. Pero magaling kasi siya na songwriter. Kaya I'm so proud of her kasi siya yung least expect ko.
Same.
Kasi nga, very timid yung atake niya. Tapos parang hindi siya extrovert. Alam mo yun, parang siya yung tipo ng tao na itatago lang yung talent. Pero I'm happy that, she's growing and thriving.
Ako naman, I would recommend you to watch A Nonsense Christmas by Sabrina Carpenter on Netflix. So, Christmas special siya. May mga cameos din dun si Cara Delevingne, si Chaperone, si Tyla. Kumanta sila ng mga Christmas songs. And
Oops, I remember. Palabas na guys ang Squid Game. If you're a fan.
26 pa.
Yeah, if you're a fan, watch it. Abangan sa Netflix by December 26. I'm excited for it because I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Yun. So, yun ang ating Watch Mo Taste.
Yes, and of course, hindi matatapos ang episode na to nang wala kayong na-learn.
Dahil deserve nyo maging bakla, ito ang
Word of the Bex.
Ayan, wala akong nilagay dyan dahil I want us to think of Becky word for our year.
Medyo bastusan ka. Kasi hindi niya ako in-advise mga Bex. So, on the spot ako literal nag-iisip ngayon kung ano yung pinaka-Bex ko na
Or anong Becky word ka pinakakatuwa this year?
Kekisor.
Kekisor is your
Kekisor
favorite.
talaga yung pinaka-nakakatawa na na word of the Bex for me. Kasi talagang kiki ang atake. Okay, go.
Kekisor. So, yun yung sa'yo.
Oo.
Ako ano ba? Actually, wala din ako maisip. Siguro shoota.
Kasi shoota kasi guys, ko na siya parang part ko na siya ng daily language, ganun. Language, dialect. So, ko na siya, part ko na siya ng life. Every time shoota this, shootang ina, animal. Ay, animal pala yung ko, pero hindi siya bektas eh. Pero animal yung one of the words that I keep on saying.
So, yan, siguro sa akin, shoota.
And laban. Ayan.
so much guys for listening, and isang linggo na lang Pasko na, so ihanda ang ating mga puso at spirit. Ano daw? Para sa diwa ng sunduli.
Oo. Ihanda ang mga sarili sa bagyo. Tsareng.
Gogi, meron ba?
Tsareng lang.
Na-alarma.
Ihanda ang sarili sa bagyo ng opportunity. Sa
Nga
bagyo.
Nailuso.
Ng mga pangarap,
Sige,
pagmamahal,
gawin mo.
ganon. Ilaban nyo, ha?
Oo, laban lang. And then, if you haven't yet, please rate our podcast 5 stars and follow us on our social media accounts at Dexter's Podcast, at Jonah with 4A's, at Ramable630, and at Whitney.Jobs. Ganyan.
Pahinga muna ako sa lahat ng mga bagay-bagay after ng katoksikan,
Okay.
malapit nang matapos.
Kalma. And if you want us to read your stories or your mga eme-eme, ganyan, sulat lang kayo. BextersPodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for, oh my God, 2 episodes to go
Thank you.
for this year.
Yes, thank you everybody.
So, bye on
Bye.
Facebook, guys. Bye.
You've been listening to Baxter's The Mel and Jonah Show.
Follow Baxter's on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube.
You can also find us on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
At Baxter's Podcast. That's BEKXTERZ Podcast.
If you like this episode, rate and review our show on your podcast app 5 stars.